friends, MD Vegan. Today is my gentle juice fasting day. I do that once a week, a whole day, and I only drink juices, fresh juices, and I drink water and teas and coffees and whatever, and plant milks too. But once a day, or twice or 3 times, I don't know, that depends, I make a fresh juice. And that is the highlight, of course, because it makes the juice fasting really a delight. These fresh juices, I always explore new flavors. Today I make a beet juice with a plum, the plum beet juice. I have made some plum beet juices already. It's a wonderful combination. Here I show you what I have. These are 2 main ingredients, the base of the recipe. I always have such a basic combination when I make a new recipe. Yeah, it's a pretty nice beet here, fresh and crunchy. That's good, it makes a nice beet juice when it's crunchy. And I have a big bowl of plums, they're right in season. So they are delicious, they have a wonderful sweet and sour flavor. Really exciting, this legendary sweet sour flavor of the plums. Really nice flavor, very unique. And the thing is, the beet is an earth flavor, like a carrot, for example, a little bit stronger. And earth flavors usually, these beets that I want to say, they have a lot of sugar, a high sugar. But if you eat the beet, you don't really taste it. It's a very strong earth flavor. It's hidden, the sugar is hidden in the earth flavor, I would say. And if you bring it together with the sweet and sour fruit, these sugars come out and create completely new flavors. Very interesting. And every fruit I add to the beet creates a different flavor. The beet is maybe the most interesting ingredient to create new flavors, because it's such a dense earth flavor that is so unfolding in so many different directions, unlike any other ingredient I have so far come across. So I'm only excited to find out what happens. Yeah. And so the beet plum is the theme today, and when I have this theme, I model it a little bit. I add other ingredients to give it a new direction. Today I give it, I have a fruit juice together with the beet plum base, and that is something I like a lot. It's an apple, orange, pear juice. So all our standard fruit here, it's here in Germany, for example, we all have oranges, apples and pears all over the year. Now the apples and the pears are coming into season, the autumn, and so it's in the late in the year, apples and pears come in season. But we have them all through the year, very common fruit here, pears and apples. And here, I show you, and usually I don't see them so often together juiced in a juice. We have an apple juice or pear juice, but apple pear juice not so often. But I found apple pear juice together with the orange and the other main fruit we have here always, oranges. When these are together, oranges, apple and pears, some wonderful creaminess comes out of that. I was surprised when I tried it the first time, and it's so delicious. And I have already brought it in many juice recipes. I added just this trinity of apple, pear and orange to make other juices more delicious, or give it a refinement, I would say. So I tried that today with basil, with pear, with beet and plum, and I add basil. That's the main other flavor here to give this juice, this flavor, a new direction. This is a very famous green herb from the mint family. It's from the Mediterranean. These herbs from the mint family, marjoram, tarragon, oregano, thyme, mint, of course, basil, they are all sage, they are all coming from the Mediterranean in this mint family, and all of them have been cultivated for thousands of years and for different benefits. Basil is the wake up herb. You give children, they give it to children in the school, they give it a stem, a basil stem to chew on. And that makes you wake up, because they have a substance in the basil that makes the brain alert. It's very nice. It has a strong flavor, so I'll put a lot of basil into this juice to model a little bit this beet flavor. Basically, it's a beet flavor, and it's combined with the plum, yeah, and then this creamy apple, pear, and orange juice is added to make it longer and to refine it, and then I add the basil. And try. And finally, I add a nice piece of ginger to give it a little bit more fire. This is more to enhance the other flavors than to add a new flavor. That's what I do with the basil. The basil add a new flavor, and with the ginger I enhance all the other flavors. Let's try. Come back in a moment. I show you what the juice looks like and what it tastes like. I try to explain a little bit. In a moment I come back. This is my new juice. Yeah. I have 2 liters, a little bit more, because one of these containers is, yeah, a little bit more than a liter. And all I did is I poured it into different containers to mix it. Because when I make a lot of juice that doesn't fit in one container, I have to mix it afterwards, because here might be more apple, here might be more orange, and it has to be all evenly combined. That's what I did. I combined it evenly, as good as I can. But I didn't taste it yet, so I'm very curious still what it might taste like. I have an idea, of course. It's a fruit juice, so basically it will taste delicious. Yeah, the apple, orange, pear juice is delicious by itself. In itself, it's very delicious. And the plum and the pear juice might have been a little bit too sour all by itself, so I added this apple, orange, pear juice to make it more delicious, refine it a little bit. Not sure if really a pear juice only with plums and beets might have been really so cool. I had doubts. Yeah. I have to add a little bit else. And then the basil and the ginger. Well, I have no idea what that tastes like. The basil is very strong flavor and it will react. It's nice with sweet flavors, yeah. I know basil is good with orange, so I had a little idea, but it's too complex to really anticipate what the flavor will be like. I have no idea. Basically, I have no idea. Other than that's a beet juice, it's a strong flavor with many ingredients and very intense. It will be powerful. That's what I know. So it will give me a lot of energy. I know that. I know how that tastes like, but the specific flavor I find out right now. So let's see. Very curious. It's the color is beautiful. It's a Bordeaux color. It's a very warm red color, deep red color. The texture is a little bit creamy, not very creamy, because the orange, no, because of the plum that makes it a little bit creamier, and also because of the pear and the orange and the apple juice, also a little bit creamy, but not too creamy. It's a nice, I will show you when it pours into the glass. But now, most importantly, the flavor. Let's see. Oh, wow. Wow. Wonderful. I added, there is the plum. It's a plum beet juice, yeah. That's nice. So, it's definitely a plum beet juice. I can taste the plum. It's like a light, cloud a little bit that is in that whole flavor. The plum sticks out. It's the most of the ingredients is plums, yeah, and a single ingredient, of course. And that tastes first, yeah. There is a clear plum flavor. That's what I wanted. Otherwise, without a plum flavor, that wouldn't be a plum beet juice. Yeah, correct, of course, yeah. It is a plum juice, and the other flavors are, as I expected, they refine it. So the orange, apple, and pear juice refines this plum beet flavor. And the basil also, that gives it a direction, a new direction, this basil flavor, this etheric flavor. Etheric, that means it's an oil that evaporates, etheric, and that is really really nice. It gives it and that adds to that plum flavor so nice. The plum is that cloud, that light, beautiful light flavor, and the basil fits right into it. It's a wonderful combination. And the ginger, I have a lot of ginger in here. I thought, might be too much, but it is not at all too much. It's really nice. So it's a very nice balanced flavor, I have to say. I'm very surprised. It's delicious. And now I'll show you what it looks like. Here I poured it into a glass a little bit, so you can see the texture. A little close. You see it's a little bit creamy, but it looks a little bit like plum juice. They look similar. Of course, the other ingredients make it a little bit more complex, but it looks like a plum juice to me, with the beet and the others, and that's very nice. So what I do here when I juice, a little explanation with the fasting, I take out this part of my ingredients. This is the fiber. That was formerly, the scientists said, the fiber is the part of the plant. It's only in plants they have fiber. And that's the part of the plant that is not digestible. So when it's not digestible, we take it out of the plant when we juice it, and then we drink only the nutrients. It's not completely correct. It's with a grain of salt. You have to take that, because honestly, to be correct, the fiber is much more important than we thought. The fiber, in the first place, is very healthy. It's needed to make a food healthy. The fiber takes care of the intestines. That's where the digestion mainly takes place. There the fiber is needed to get the digestion work, to cleanse the digestive tract, to give the bacteria there, large amount of bacteria, to give their good work. So the fiber is very important, so we have to eat the fiber with our food every single day. But on a fasting day, I turn the metabolism upside down. My energy comes, I get my energy during a fasting day in a different way. On a normal day, the cells of the body mainly burn glucose, the sugar. That's what's so important in the fruit. The sugar in fruit is the fuel, the perfect fuel for the cells. But on a fasting day, the cells do not burn sugar, they burn so-called ketones. The ketones are a kind of fat or so, I guess that is, and they are a more economic way to produce energy, and the body switches to this kind of ketone burning. Ketone burning are when you have too little calories, and that's what fasting means. You reduce your calorie intake, less energy than you need, and so the body switches to producing energy from the ketones. And the ketones also, they purify the body. They purify the body, so fasting is a purification of the body and has been practiced for forever. Humans always did that, and the fact that we eat 3 meals a day, mostly in our civilization, Western or industrialized countries, we have this habit of eating 3 meals a day regularly, every day. That has only been for the shortest time of human civilization. Most of the time, humans didn't have food available all the time. They had to fast over long periods of time and could only eat occasionally. So the regular eating from today is not very common, has not been very common with us, with our ancestors. And so we always did the fasting, and it's considered very healthy if you do it correctly. So in very short terms, to explain what fasting is, and I do it with juices in a very nice way, without forcing myself, pushing myself. I enjoy these juices. They are delightful. I like to taste them. I'm happy to have them. At the same time, I can reduce the calories, the fiber mainly, to put the digestion to rest. I don't digest on a fasting day. That's very important, because 60% of the energy in the food, from the food, goes into the digestion on a regular day. And that energy, the 60%, I don't need that for digestion and fasting. The fasting day is the day where all the energy I take in goes into the processes that is cleansing myself, yeah, also self-reflection, yeah, getting rid of things I don't need anymore in my mind, yeah, decluttering, so to say. Things come up I almost forgot that are still there. I get rid of them, yeah, and that makes me also more creative. Yeah. When I'm free, when I'm clean, my mind is free and empty, I can be creative. Yeah. So that's fasting to me, and it's very much fun if you do it correctly, without pressure, without headaches. Yeah. So I drink enough. This is 2 liters. I have to drink 2 more liters, or 4 liters, and all I have to drink on a fasting day. I personally, that may be different for everybody else. And for me, I found it's 4 liters I have to drink. I drink more 1 liter water or so, a liter coffee or tea. Yeah, 4 liters. That makes sure for me that I don't get a headache or dizziness or something else. Yeah, and that is important, to feel great all the time. That makes fasting really successful. And if I do that every week, 1 day, that's the best way of fasting I ever found. It's so easy. I don't need a medical surveillance. I don't need that. So 1 day fasting is no problem if you are healthy. But if you do more than a day fasting, medical science suggests that you should have a medical surveillance. Somebody looks at you to see if there is not happening any damage in the body, because the body can damage itself if you reduce calories too much over a longer time. It can be dangerous in certain cases, but 1 day only is completely harmless if you're healthy. That's always provided. So that's why I do that. It's very, I like it a lot this day. I save time in the kitchen. I don't need to do so much in the kitchen. I have time for so many other things, mainly being creative, of course, or tidying up my room, or whatever. It's a wonderful day. Always look forward to that fasting day. And if you want to know more about fasting, you can go to the Facebook page of Tree Yoga Moon Fasting. Tree Yoga is the yoga style where this kind of fasting, the Gentle Juicefasting, comes from. There's more information. Otherwise, if you like the video, just like the video, subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I hope to see you soon.